Alrighty, folks. So today, or I should say right now, because I was actually recording earlier today, we're going to get into defeating the Stray Demon. Now, with the Stray Demon, there are a couple things to note, and the very first thing is that it requires a little bit of preparation. Okay. It also requires a working form of controlling your character. But the first preparation is going to be a decent weapon. Okay. The second preparation is going to be making sure you have a certain key. That would be an asylum key that you get on top of the building before you get here. Now, that is less about fighting the Stray Demon and more about being able to access other areas. But it's still important. If you're going to do one, you might as well do the other. So the very first thing is you would want to come up here where this door is, and our buddy boy friend had gone hollow. Once you kill him, you will get the crest shield. The crest shield is all about blocking magic damage. That's why you want it. Okay? Once you have the crest shield, now you can go about tackling the Stray Demon. If that gate is not open because you did not open it on your first time around, well, then simply you would have to go the other way around. Going this way will mean that you have to fight a knight. It's doable. It is not easy, but it can be done. So I'm not going to fight said knight. I'm just going to walk over here and show you that. Going and fighting that knight is halfway to, of course, our favorite little wonderful item, the rust ring. Speaking of rings, oh, I do have it. Okay, so this is the Ring of Favor and Protection, which I'm going to equip because I have it and I might as well use it. Alrighty. First, we want to make sure that we always kill these guys, because they can fall down into the arena and they will become a nuisance later. The Stray Demon can do damage to them. Regardless, we don't want to rely on that. We just want to remove the problem before it becomes a problem. The other thing is you want to make sure you always come from this side. It makes life a lot easier because it gives you time to recuperate from the massive amount of damage that you're going to take. But basically, we walk forward, and it drops us right down. And on the PS3, he never backed up like that. That must be a new, wonderful, remastered version thing. Because in the PS3, he would just actually immediately fucking hit you. I still prefer playing on the PS3 despite of all the issues and all of the things of not kissing the player's ass. Regardless, though, it is easier to record gameplay from this PC. So as you can see, I'm mainly just taking my time, whittling his health down. The key with that red aura is its magic damage. You want to wait for the noise to stop. When the noise stops, it's safe to walk in and whack him. If you whack him on this back tail just right, he'll get stuck in a loop of doing the same attack over and over. However, I would not rely on it as it's finicky at best. This is by no means a hard boss. However, if you get greedy or impatient, he will hurt you. In fact, as it currently stands, he can pretty much two-tap me anytime I get hit. There is a couple of attacks that are one-hits, so one does have to be wary of those. If he were to land that on me, that would be a one-hit, for example. If he were to land on top of me with his halberd touching me that way, that would also be a 1-tap. He has a 2-handed overstrike. That is a 1-tap if it lands. Not a very accurate attack, as you can see, but it is still an attack to be wary of. If you're going to stand too close to him to try to get behind him, make sure you have your shield done. Because he must be bigger than the other demon in the area. Because it has a little bit of a blast radius when he lands on the ground. I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe he's slightly larger, or maybe it's just technically a different attack, even though it's exactly the same. Now, I know it looks like I haven't had to use my shield at all. Trust me, I would not enter this arena without the crest shield. Luckily, this is the exact area where he gets that shield. Now, every once in a while, he's going to do some, what I call fuck shit, and that's when he gets some stuff sucked in a corner. And there was the 1-tapper. So, getting him out of the corner is a little tricky, because he has that 1-tapper attack, but you don't want him to stay in the corner because you can't safely wail on him. So the way to get him out of the corner is to back up, but if you back up, he's more than likely going to do the overhead attack. Sometimes, you're just not ready for it. Again, I don't know why he turns around, because on the PS3 he would just immediately attack you. Now, rolling into that attack there is the same, so there is some normal similarities that one can expect when fighting the Stray Demon. Fighting the Stray Demon is also good practice for fighting the Fire Sage. And I just wanted to show that you can also go to the left. Sometimes it's convenient to do so when you need to grab an old revive. And that's me getting greedy, which is not a good idea. As you can see by the multiple bloodstones in the arena, his damage is just no joke, okay? He does do a lot of damage, and it does catch players off guard. Mistakes are made, and what ends up happening is if you make 2 mistakes in rapid succession, you're done. A lot of people reinforce the bonfire at the asylum just because it makes things a little bit easier. Okay. The nice thing about this particular boss is that realistically you can use whatever weapon you feel like. He does not have any magic resistance whatsoever, so fireballs, soul arrows, all those things are fair game. You still want to get behind him, even though you can attack him from range. If you want to use a bow and arrow, you can literally use any weapon that you want. It's just if you do more damage, the fight doesn't take as long. Ooh, I barely missed that. So. And once you kill him, you only have to see demon ass cheeks one other time. So there's also that. That's a nice silver lining. Although I hear they bring this boss back in Darksouls 2, which, while it is a good game, it certainly has wonderful music. It is just not my cup of tea for a game. But when I get done with the series, I may consider still doing videos on that regardless. Okay, and we'll just hit him with a little 300 there, which is very risky on my part. That's me getting greedy. And remember, if you get greedy, you get punished. So, you know, there's me not listening to my own advice. But as you can see there, we were victorious. We got a homeward bone, we pick up item, and we get a massive titanite slab. So when we upgrade our weapons to level 15, that'll come in handy. Other than that, there's nothing else in this arena. There is no summon that I know of. You know, like, subscribe, comment if you need help. I will be doing a series later where I help people defeat different bosses, including throwing down a summon sign for the straight demon. So, now, one thing to note, and this is the thing I want to cover, is Priscilla the half-breed's doll is right there. There is a knight there. You do want to be careful dropping down, because if you drop down just far enough, sometimes he'll activate. You know, on the PS3, he almost always activates no matter what, so that is not fun. And you can actually get to see me fight a knight here, which I think people have been asking for from YouTubers for whatever reason. And there you go, you watched me get killed by one. There is a way to get him on the stairs and cheese him, and it's super fucking corny to do, but it works damn near every time. So but it does kind of require you to use fireballs to do it, because of the headspace difference. What ends up happening is your fireballs always hit even when his shield is up, and that's these stairs right here. There we go. You just take a little bit of that because you've been a naughty, naughty boy, and you're going to call me daddy in a minute. Daddy's going to whack you with his big dick. A little bit of cock slapping. Alright. Oh. And you're being a bratty sub. It's bedtime, mister. I got another sword. So I have 2 swords here. Okay, that's great. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't get into any of the other prison cells, which I kind of think is lame. I think it would have been really cool if there was, like, I don't know, maybe you could let people out and they would fight you or something. How hard do you want to flex on people? This is how hard. It's so dumb. Okay, I'll just keep running with these. You know, I'm actually curious if these get a moveset when you two-hand them. It certainly looks cool, even though it's impractical and it really could be done never in real life. So, you know what you can do is you can two-hand the shields. Like this. You can even attack, and you would do that once before regretting your entire existence. It might be doable with the Kirkland shield if you were like on a second playthrough though. The last thing I want to touch on before I end this video, of course, is our wonderful, and I'm going to use my levels now because I don't want to risk losing them, obviously. I am using the club right now, but I might not always be using that club later. However, what I do know that I will be doing is upgrading that club to be using our wonderful divine enchantment for obvious reasons later. So I am going to level the faith stat. Seriously, those guys were only put there just to annoy the player. Thanks for that, Miyazaki. Okay. Sleep at this bonfire. And we're going to have to fight yet another knight, but it's going to be worth it. This one's going to have a broadsword. Oh no, it's the knight greatsword or regular sword. Jesus, okay. Maybe I can get you to... I could just out-trade him. I mean, that is an option. As stupid as that is. That gives me a little bit more room. Come here. Come here. There we go. There's my backstab. Backstabs are important. Oh, you got me. Okay. Oh well. I remember the first time I ever was invaded, I was using the Black Knight sword because I had actually gotten lucky on that particular playthrough, lucky enough to get it. And, you know, I almost one-shotted somebody with the R2 on that. Because that R2 is very deceptive. It takes a long wind-up, but it actually reaches a lot farther than people realize. So now, I don't actually have to fight the knight there. I wanted to do it on camera just to show you guys, you know, the gameplay of that. But we just come up these doors here. Just run right past here. There, of course, is where we fight our buddy and get the crest shield. Oh, there's the boulder. The boulder respawns every fucking time. And I think that's the first time that boulder has ever gotten me. And all of the little... I love the large club so much. Whoop. If I do this just right, I can coax one of them to coming out and fight one of them at a time. Okay, dude, my guy. I guess I'm gonna have to do this properly. Come on. Hello. You know, it would be great if there was a way to open that door early and get this wonderful ring. The reason why we need the rusted iron ring is because of its wonderful effect improving balance on poor footing. And that does a very specific thing. It does a really great thing, in fact. What that allows us to do is walk through water and sewage or other such materials at normal speed. This ring is a must grab for the hydras, and later when we're traversing the areas to go fight Quelaag. The next video will be the Moonlight Butterfly. So to show off this ring, I'm going to go fight that knight again, but instead I'm going to go fight him in the water. So right down here is this open area, and you can see I'm moving at normal speed. If I take the ring off, quite a difference, isn't it? Especially when you're traversing through a poisoned swamp at the bottom of Blighttown. Like, it's just nice to not have to move at a snail's pace while you're slowly being killed. Come on. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you any advantage, though. One thing to note about the knights, though, is they will always try to use the stairs unless you're in attack range. That's a tough spot that I don't want to be in. So just heal again. Oh, I'm locked in the corner. How nice. You know what? I wonder if you'll follow me up these stairs, because fighting you in a larger area would be really nice. In fact, it'd be so nice if you, I don't know, say, fell down somewhere specifically. Okay, come here. It's probably really cheap to be doing things that way. Will he come down here with me? Ooh, he does. Oh, he took damage too. Nice. Ooh, a red chunk. Alrighty, and there is one last thing. As soon as I can quit being a dipshit and find the ladder. And that one last thing is me teaching you guys how to trade with Snuggly the Crow. Because I do have a couple items that can be traded. So first things first, we'll go rest at that bonfire. There's that. Now we gotta deal with these two enemies because we don't want to get poked in the back. Okay. We have 2 more enemies. Well, more like 4, but 2 at a time. Or I guess 1, apparently. That's a first. I will absolutely fight these 1 at a time, because I always misjudge their torch. So, which makes coming in a pain in the ass, by the way. Which is why I only want to do this once if I have to. Alrighty, now with these guys out of our way, I just want to point out one secret, and then I'll show you trading with Snuggly the Crow. So the one secret is this guy right here for a couple souls in the early game. As you can see, I already grabbed those. Somebody put a marking there? What are you doing, dude? You're ruining the fun. Be wary of item. What are you talking about? Huh. Where's Snow? Okay, well, I'm just gonna drop one of these. And then, I don't know why Snuggly the Crow didn't activate, but we'll find out. Maybe it's an online thing. It is an online thing, that's what it is. Okay. So we just drop our 1 item, and we got gypped on the 1, but I'm not going to be using those anytime soon. Oh, trust me, you guys will know when I invade you, because it won't be through a cracked red eye orb. It'll be through either the dragon mask, or it'll be through the Darkroot Basin Covenant, at which point it's more like 6 or 7 people jumping you. What the fuck? What is this? Give me my fucking item, man. I just got like gypped fucking twice. Do I have to stand in the fucking nest or something? Yeah, okay, great. There we fucking go. So let's see what we got. A Purging Stone. 1 red eye orb for the ability to remove curses. That's actually pretty damn good. We can also give them a piece of dung. And the piece of dung, of course, will give us a Demon Knight chunk. How that makes any sense, I don't fucking know. Oh, look at that. There's the Demon Titanite right there.
Give me.
And let's see here. I don't really want to drop that just because I don't think I have any other items. I do not. So Snuggly the Crow is going to have to wait until I have more items that I can drop, if I even want to bother coming back here. But to leave, we just go the same way we came, and that's to run over to this nest and curl up like a ball. And without further ado, that is the end of the video. Oh, and one last thing. Online, there is in fact a wonderful little template that tells you what items you can trade to Snuggly the Crow and what item it will give you in return. Snuggly the Crow can in fact even give you a FAP ring. Even though that you can achieve 2 rings on a single playthrough, you can only equip 1 at a time.